Now on CoastTV News.
Well, rain is cleared out of the area. I'll have your much drier forecast for the daytime hours of Sunday coming up in just a few moments.
Emergency in the air, what passengers say happened on a scary Alaska Airlines flight. And a rainy day along the coast, people looking to have fun despite the heavy storm.
This is CoastTV News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Elisa Weber. Welcome to CoastTV News at 11. As we take a live look outside, I believe it's starting to clear up, but our first alert meteorologist, Alex Seymour, joins us. Good evening, Alex.
Good evening. Yeah, we certainly are starting to see things clear up this evening following the very wet day here along the coast. Right now, as I take a live look out on our dry tech camera at the Ember Center in Ocean City, still looking at those cloudy skies, but the rain has come to an end for the most part, other than a few patchy areas of drizzle. Temps sitting right around 51 degrees in Ocean City. We can see on that live radar, most areas not seeing any wet weather whatsoever, but we are seeing some light blue shading there. That's just some drizzle that's passing through the region. That's going to remain a problem over the next couple of hours before it completely clears out of the area. The area of low pressure passing directly over top of Delmarva, that is going to continue to race northeast and out of the area, so we're going to start to see conditions really start to dry up as we head towards tomorrow. A spotty shower can't be completely ruled out tomorrow, but most of us not going to have to deal with that. Rainfall totals pretty significant today. 1¼ inch in Slaughter Beach, 1.21 inches in Ellendale, over an inch in Laura, 1.26 inches in Lewis, Ocean Pines, 1.14 inches, and 1.16 inches in Bethany Beach. And this is just kind of the appetizer to a much bigger storm system as we head towards Tuesday. The good news is tomorrow it's going to be dry. Fenwick Island 47 degrees, Ocean City 47 degrees by the lunchtime hour with those mainly sunny skies. And we're going to continue with those great conditions as we move up the coastline. Dry. It is cool, but mid to upper 40s in early January, really not too bad. So spend some time outside tomorrow before more wet weather returns Tuesday.
An Alaska Airlines flight was forced to make an emergency landing at Portland International Airport Friday night following a mid-air incident. NBC's Alma McCarter shows us the frightening moment a large panel on the side of the plane blew off.
We just heard like a loud bang or like a boom, and I look up and the air masks are like out, popped down, and I look to my left and there's just this huge like gaping hole.
A mid-flight scare for passengers on Alaska Airlines Flight 1282 from Portland, Oregon to Ontario, California Friday. Elizabeth sharing her video from a couple rows back on the 737.
First I thought it was the emergency door, but there was no door there. It was just like a part of the wall that flew off.
You know, the breathing masks dropped. They work.
Evan Smith, who was sitting in row 20, says the loud bang came just moments after the pilot announced they'd reached 10,000 feet.
It shows you how structurally strong those planes are. You could blow a hole like that because the hole was about as wide as a refrigerator and about 2/3 as high when I finally got to see it later.
Passengers report a teen had his shirt ripped off after the paneling blew out.
And the mother was holding on to him, and she said her son's cell phone and some stuff blew out of the plane, and there was stuff blowing around back where they were because they were back where the wind was.
Phase 2, we just depressurized, we're declaring emergency, we needed to come down to 10,000.
This was the call to air traffic control as the plane gets closer to PDX.
Yes, we are emergency, we are depressurized, we do need to return back to, we have 177 passengers.
Flight trackers show the plane was back on the ground just before 5:30.
They got us down safe.
Those on board applauding the poise and professionalism of the flight crew and fellow passengers.
We could feel the air and it was very loud, but I'm glad everyone stayed calm and everyone had their seatbelts on.
Everything went swell. Like I said, the cabin crew did an excellent job. Pilot did a great job. Can't say anything bad about them at all.
Due to that Alaska Airlines flight emergency, the FAA has temporarily grounded over 150 Boeing 737 MAX 9 airplanes today. The agency said about 171 Boeing 737 MAX 9 planes, the U.S. require immediate inspections before they can return to the flight. Another airline, United, also has temporarily suspended its 737 planes for inspections, saying the removal is expected to cause about 60 cancellations. The nor'easter making its way through our coast didn't damper everyone's spirits today. People could be seen wearing raincoats and using their umbrellas. The heavy wind and rain made it almost impossible to stay dry for people braving the elements, but people still found a silver lining in a seemingly never-ending world of gray.
It's really fun to watch how the waves are getting crazy compared to how they were this morning when it was really just kind of even and calm, but we're having a good time.
More storms are expected earlier next week. Bay Health is ramping up its efforts to maintain patient well-being as the winter season intensifies. The healthcare brand is requiring masks for patients and visitors on all of its premises after a recent increase in patients with respiratory illnesses such as the flu and COVID-19. This policy applies to all Bay Health hospitals, outpatient locations, and company practices. According to Bay Health Vice President for Quality and Medical Affairs, John Fink, vaccination and proper hand hygiene are also recommended as a further sanitary measure. Stay ahead of the winter weather challenges with the Delaware Emergency Management Agency's training course. Hosted on February 6th at the Ocean View Police Department, this event offers insights into the latest science and forecasting of weather conditions. Learn to recognize and prepare for snow, sleet, and freezing rain. Don't miss out on the chance on enhancing your winter preparedness skills. Sign up now at Central Avenue in Ocean View. Dewey Beach Town Council made changes to free parking today at its Town Council meeting. Starting this summer season, free parking is available every Monday from 5 p.m. to 11 p.m., excluding holidays. For years, the town has allowed free parking from 5 to 11 p.m. Monday through Wednesday during the paid parking season, which is traditionally May 15th to September 15th. Furry friends visiting the Milton Public Library this year. The library says the Humane Animals Partner will be stopping by on the second Friday of every month from 2:30 to 4 p.m. They will provide information and answer questions and, of course, have a companion of animals looking for a loving home. Dewey Beach is taking steps to enhance safety and accessibility. The town has announced it will trim trees and bushes along the public rights-of-ways. This move aims to improve visibility at intersections and create additional space for public parking. In line with maintaining clear and safe public areas, the town is also enforcing a strict policy against signage in these right-of-ways. Any signs found in these areas will be removed by town officials. And when the temperatures rise, Rehoboth Beach is usually packed with people, which usually means more cars. Pedestrian safety is important any time of year, but it is especially important during the crowded summer months. On Tuesday, city officials in Rehoboth Beach will look at recommendations like yield to pedestrian signs, more walk your bike signs, and pedestrian-led traffic light intervals to potentially increase safety. One local who runs in the area says the light up crosswalk signs are a good measure, but more needs to be done.
The crosswalks seem to be pretty regularly spaced. It seems like sometimes it's hard to know where those crosswalks are. So just maybe more clear marking for those stops or those crossings.
The Rossi Group put together these recommendations after looking at suggestions people made on the recent parking and traffic study. The city says it is exploring some options to make Rehoboth safe for pedestrians, which will hopefully encourage more people to walk around Rehoboth instead of drive. In a historic move, the FDA has approved Florida's request to import less expensive medications from Canada. The law allows it. However, federal health officials have balked over safety concerns and actual costs, in addition to receiving fierce opposition from the U.S. drug manufacturers. The move is part of President Biden's plan to lower healthcare costs. Despite FDA approval, it will be a while before patients see any price changes as major hurdles remain before Florida can start importations. You may want to take a close look inside your fridge before getting ready for football parties this weekend, because more than 11,000 pounds of charcuterie meat products are being recalled by Bussetto Foods. The items in question include samplers with prosciutto and dry copa, are tainted with salmonella. 24 cases in 14 states are being investigated. Route 50 Bridge in Ocean City is the site of long-term repairs. Two-way traffic is currently being maintained on the west side of the bridge, while the east side is closed. Some people wish the work was being done during slower parts of the day as opposed to all day long. But District Engineer Mark Crampton says they've got to find ways to get the work done.
There's never a good time to do it in the summer season, and so we have to kind of work off-season when both vehicles and boat traffic are the least. And so luckily for us, those things that have to be done are not really temperature dependent.
Crews will be working 24 hours a day. Work is expected to be completed by March 2nd. Map out your retirement at the Lewis Public Library. An upcoming seminar aims to help those close to retirement or who have recently retired. One is on January 23rd from 5 to 6 p.m. The library says the 3-week course touches on everything from budgeting to Social Security. It's presented by the Money School and taught by a financial advisor. Organizers say registration is preferred, but walk-ins are welcome as long as space allows. And if you want to protect and serve your community, the Georgetown Police Department is now recruiting. Here are some highlights from the agency's job posting. You must be 21 years or older and have a valid driver's license and high school diploma. The annual salary is over $59,000. Other benefits listed include a vehicle to take home and a 20-year pension plan. Call the police department for more information about applying. And it was a busy week along the coast, from reactions to minimum wage increase and new details from the Jimmy Allen case. Charlie Sakaitis has your week in review.
Here at Go Glass, we like to bring your home improvement projects to life. We provide modern and elegant glass for any project. Elevate your bathroom with a stunning glass shower to create a spa-inspired atmosphere. Seamlessly connect with your outdoor paradise using our bifold doors. We offer insulated windows, patio doors, tabletops, mirrors, closet systems, screen porches, showers, shelving, glass railing, and much more. Everything available with 0% financing. Start your next home improvement project with Go Glass. Everything glass, friendly and fast. We're proud to be Delmarva's #1 glass company.
The Polar Bear Plunge to benefit Special Olympics Delaware has become one of the first state's coldest but most popular traditions. This year there are 2 great options to plunge. You can plunge in person in Rehoboth Beach on Sunday, February 4th, or you can create your own unique plunge virtually whenever, wherever, and however cold or not you want it to be. It's not important how you plunge, it's important that you plunge and why you plunge to support thousands of Special Olympics athletes. Visit plungede.org to register.
Coast Country Cares, brought to you by Spicer Brothers.
In your health news, it's a trend that appears to be gaining popularity, sleeping in separate rooms to accommodate a bed partner. Mandy Gaither explains why the so-called sleep divorce can be both helpful and potentially hurt a relationship.
It's a blast from the past, an old trend gaining new traction in homes across the U.S., sleeping separately from your partner.
Sleep divorce, and I don't really like that name because it suggests, divorce sounds so dire, but we want to achieve sleep compatibility, so it doesn't need to be an all or nothing solution.
Psychotherapist Robbie Ludwig says sleep is a critical part of overall health. Those who don't get their recommended Z's can be more vulnerable to certain medical conditions like diabetes, cardiovascular problems, even dementia. But she says sleeping in separate beds can impact intimacy. If you'd like to try the trend, she advises to go for it on an as-needed basis.
If you have a big business meeting, or if you find during the week it's really important for you to have good sleep, you can find that you maybe have separate sleep for a period of time and then sleep together on the weekends.
If you do sleep separately, Ludwig says to find time to be intimate and to connect with one another. And if you're not sleeping through the night when together, she says to make sure something else isn't at play.
If you find that there's no medical reason for it and there doesn't appear to be some psychological conflict underlying the separate sleeping issues, then you can figure out a plan that makes sense for both of you.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Well, today's rain was just a start to a very stormy stretch of weather here along the coast. I'll be tracking all those storms coming up just after the break.
Have you been thinking about adding a furry, sweet puppy to your family? Trust in Puppies R Us for expert guidance in puppy breeds, traits, and care. Plus all the food, toys, and supplies you'll need. Backed by their healthy pup promise, all hybrids and purebreds are vet-checked, vaccinated, and microchipped, ensuring a happy, healthy puppy. Right now, get $200 off a puppy purchase and a free bag of Canada puppy food. Visit us in Bridgeville. Family-owned Puppies R Us, where we put the puppies before us.
Chesapeake Healthcare is always growing, adding providers, including a new head of dentistry, expanding our mental health care to the Crisis Center in Berlin, and adding accolades. Several of our providers are Stars of Salisbury Award winners and finalists, as well as Best Local Pharmacy and Best Local Business. That's because Chesapeake Healthcare's office staff handles all the billing and insurance work, so our doctors have time to be doctors. Learn more at chesapeakehc.org.
Plumbing problems?
If your toilet won't flush and your water stops running, pick up the phone and call East Coast Plumbing.
Heating problems?
If it's cold outside and the heater's not running, pick up the phone and call East Coast Plumbing.
Marital problems?
Yeah, call that guy.
If your toilet won't flush and your water stops running, pick up the phone and call East Coast Plumbing.
For all your plumbing and heating needs.
I'll take a grande, no foam, triple cap, double pump vanilla latte with 3.5 ice cubes, slightly shaken, extra whip.
Yeah, that's gonna be an upcharge.
Great! This one is on my Kasasa cashback checking account. Kasasa pays me cash back on everyday debit card purchases, plus refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. Go on, take back banking and treat yourself to monthly cash rewards.
Kasasa checking is proudly offered at County Bank.
Well, we dealt with some pretty wet weather throughout the daytime hours today. That rain has now cleared out of the area, and we're going to see some drier weather take over for the next couple of days before a much bigger storm system starts to move into the region and impact us as we head towards Tuesday and Wednesday. Orsted camera in West Ocean City this evening. Still pretty gray out there when it comes to the cloud cover. We've got those cloudy skies. Temps sitting right around 49 degrees, still windy. West winds around 16 miles per hour. I should say east winds around 16 miles per hour. Live radar, well, we've got not a whole lot going on now. Most of the rain has cleared out of the area. Just a few patchy areas of drizzle across northern Sussex County. We're going to continue to see that slide through the area over the next hour or so. Really not going to be a huge issue. By the time we wake up tomorrow morning, that rain's going to be pretty much out of here as this area of low pressure starts to race away from the region. Pretty big snowstorm up in New England, but we just dealt with that rain today. Some areas picked up over an inch. Much of Delmarva really picked up over an inch of rain. That's just kind of just laying the foundation for a flooding threat as we head towards Tuesday and Wednesday, because we're going to pick up even more rain than what we saw today on those days, along with some pretty big winds. Tomorrow, though, we're going to stay dry for the most part, other than maybe a spotty shower, hit and miss shower. By the afternoon hours, sunshine takes over, temps mid to upper 40s. Not too bad of a day overall. A little bit of a breeze, it's going to make it feel cool. As we head towards Monday afternoon, sunshine takes over. Get outside the next couple of days, enjoy it while it lasts, because we have some very stormy weather that is moving in a couple of days over the upcoming week. The first storm system that we dealt with today, that starts to move out of the northeast as we head towards tomorrow afternoon and then Wednesday. Here we go. Tuesday night, Tuesday afternoon really, into the evening hours, into Wednesday morning. A large fetch of tropical moisture moves up towards the region. It's going to bring some very heavy rain, some very impactful weather, very windy conditions. We could be talking about wind gusts upwards of 70 miles per hour at our coastline, so certainly something to keep an eye on. And then another storm system actually going to be moving up towards our region as we head late in the week. This would be a Friday, Saturday storm system, likely bringing another round of rain and wind. But we're going to focus on the Tuesday and the Wednesday storm first. Rainfall totals. Take a look at this. We could be talking about rainfall totals 2 to 3 inches on top of the over an inch of rain that we saw today. That's going to likely result in some ponding of water on roadways, ponding of water in yards, maybe even cause a few of those smaller streams and creeks across Delmarva to rise out of their banks. So be aware of that. We may deal with a little bit of freshwater flooding, but we may also be dealing with the possibility of power outages because of this. Winds coming out of the southeast. So also coastal flooding on top of freshwater flooding, on top of the wind issues. We're going to see a strong surge of water. Coastal flooding, moderate to major coastal flooding going to be possible during Tuesday night into Wednesday morning's high tide. Along with these wind gusts, 40 miles per hour during the evening hours and potentially 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts as we head into the overnight hours. So keep in mind, make sure you have anything that can be blown around, brought inside before the storm impacts the region. And then also with those strong winds, big waves. We're talking about waves possibly upwards of 10 to 15 feet crashing on our shore. So some very impactful weather on the way for Tuesday and Wednesday. We're going to have to keep a close eye on that over the upcoming few days. And for that reason, we do have first alert weather days for Tuesday and Wednesday. And then, as I said, we do have another chance of rain as we head towards Friday and Saturday.
It's easy to miss a story or two when your week has been busy, but Coast TV News anchor Charlie Sakaitis is going to get you caught up with something we call your Week in Review.
Monday, a new year brought with it a new minimum wage. In Delaware, the state's lowest paid workers getting a bump to $13.25 an hour, and in Maryland, a jump up to $15. Tuesday, a hate crime investigation in Laurel. 21-year-old Ayanna Winstead facing multiple charges after allegedly making racial statements towards the staff at Taco Shabalita and threatening to shoot them and blow up the restaurant. Wednesday, Milton took a look at rezoning 65 acres of land off Route 1 and 16. If changed, it would go from agricultural land to business commercial land, allowing from everything from a shopping center to a gas station, a hotel, maybe a water park. No vote was taken on Wednesday, but the project continues to loom large. Thursday, a discovery in Assateague State Park. This wooden plank is a piece of ship timber from sometime in the mid to late 1800s. Currently tagged for tracking, this historical relic remains on the beach awaiting nature's course to perhaps reveal more of its maritime journey. And Friday, country star and Milton native Jimmy Allen lost his lawyers again. In court records, Allen's lawyers claim he did not comply with the terms of their agreement. Allen is facing multiple accusations of sexual assault, though he has denied all claims. For your Week in Review, I'm Charlie Sakaitis.
If you drive from Rehoboth Beach to Dewey Beach, you may realize how 1st Street becomes King Charles Avenue and 2nd Street becomes Bayard Avenue. A local historian is prepared to delve into the history of the south side of Rehoboth Beach at an upcoming lecture. The presentation also includes the Rehoboth Beach Country Club. It takes place at the Boardwalk Plaza Hotel from 7:15 to 8:30 p.m. on January 11th. Registration is now open and tickets are $25, which goes toward the rail-era Rehoboth Avenue diorama.
Monday on Coast Life, we have secrets to maintaining New Year health goals. And join Jamie Perez of the Parker Group about smart real estate investments. Plus, experience a moving musical celebration for Martin Luther King. Monday at 4 on Coast TV.
The world's #1 selling farm tractor. Easy to operate and more powerful than your average tractor. Mahindra tractors. Push more, pull more, lift more. With more torque and lower engine maintenance, Mahindra tractors are rugged and tough. We know how much you love your land, so we want you to love your tractor. Get your next Mahindra tractor today. Southern States of Milford, improving farming and improving life. Rooted since 1948.
Do you want longer-lasting appliances? No more water spots, scaling, or stains. Softer and brighter laundry? Start by refining your water with Shore Water Refining.
For over 50 years, we've been creating bottle-quality water right from your faucet. One of the best things you can do for your health is to drink pure, clean water. So call today for a free water test, a free system design, and mention this ad for 10% off a whole house system.
Affordable refined water, guaranteed. Only from Shore Water Refining.
Do you know how it feels to change someone's life? Our caregivers do. They change lives every day by protecting the vulnerable, bringing peace to families, and helping people enjoy life once again. Because at Homewell, our caregivers provide far more than just care. They provide hope to make a real difference. Make yourself at Homewell. Apply today. Homewell Care Services. Trusted care. True compassion.
Try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road.
1039 and 1063. We're local. We're Coast Country. And we're Delmarva proud.
Federal student loan borrowers are finding issues restarting their payments since the pandemic-era pause ended in October. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau acknowledged that borrowers are dealing with inaccurate and late billing statements, along with processing delays. More than 45 million borrowers collectively owe $1.6 trillion. That's according to the Biden administration, which tried to cancel up to $2,000 in student debt last summer before the Supreme Court killed the program. The Bureau director says student loan payments resuming means servicers are raking in billions of dollars of payments each month. He said that if those companies are cutting corners or sidestepping the law, it would pose serious risks to individuals as well as the economy. And don't forget to tune into CoastTV News for Sunday Night Football. It's the Buffalo Bills versus the Miami Dolphins. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. Then we will have your hyper-local broadcast after the game.
The landscape of fitness was bleak. Toxic instructors, shady scammers, and Bispo Bakes. Mother Fitness was angry. Megan Thee Stallion. Hello, my hot girl. Enough of this toxic nastiness. So she took her hotties to the judgment-free zone. Welcome to Planet Fitness, where everybody can work out in their own way.
Listen to Mother Fitness. Join for 24 cents down, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, January 12th.
Where are my legs?
Our goal at Expert Wire is to provide a wide range of quality electrical services with the highest standard of safety and excellence. In the world of wires and watts, Expert Wire is leading the charge for your home EV solutions. Get the fastest charging options at home for your electric vehicle. Remember, leave the wiring to the experts and make it a powerful day. Full details online at expertwire247.com or call 844-350-WIRE.
You know when you need braces when your teeth are getting crooked and they're not in shape? It will squeeze your teeth together and then it has to doing this thing. Braces usually straighten your teeth. It's a good idea to get braces. I think we're making good progress. And then when your teeth are really straight, then you can take them off.
Smart kids, it pays to do your homework. Get an early start and choose custom treatment options at Tillman Orthodontics.
Call Tillman Orthodontics to schedule your free consult.
Your house is safe, clean, and dry from top to bottom. Or is it? Your crawl space can become damp, dark, and musty, an unhealthy situation. Braziers will safeguard your home from the bottom up with our crawl space encapsulation. We completely clean out and dry the space, seal the ground and walls, and install a dehumidifier to make sure it stays nice and dry. You'll love having safe, usable space, and your home will be healthier and more energy efficient too. Call Braziers now for your free inspection. Your home will thank you.
Delaware's winter months bring a unique sight. Colonies of seals from Canada frequent our coast for warmer waters and abundant fish. According to Dewey Beach, scientists now believe these seals might be mating and birthing pups here. Scientists say there are to be 3 types of seals. The harbor seal, known for its blue-gray color and size of about 6 feet, the harp seal, enjoying small fish before heading to the Arctic shores, and massive gray seal, growing up to 10 feet. Remember, if you spot a seal, keep your distance and contact the Murr Institute for their safety. And for Dewey Beach dog owners, always check for these protected creatures before letting your dog off the leash.
Well, we've got some stormy weather on the way over the upcoming 7 to 10 days. Probably a good idea, if you can, to download our Coast TV First Alert Weather app. We're going to send you any of those watches, warnings, advisories that we do have issued over the upcoming 7 to 10 days straight to your phone. And you'll also be able to get an hour-by-hour forecast like this one, which shows the cloud cover moving out of the area as they progress throughout the overnight hours. Temperatures start to fall into the mid-30s by tomorrow morning. So it will be a cool start to the day. And we're going to stay on the chilly side of things throughout much of the daytime hours. Tomorrow's temps only climb up into the mid to upper 40s. Enjoy the dry weather over the next couple of days. Sunday and Monday, we're going to see plenty of sunshine. But First Alert Weather Day, Tuesday and Wednesday, we've got a lot of rain, a lot of wind, and a lot of messy weather.
Thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 11. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app. Saturday Night Live starts right now. Have a